Joey, what do you see from some of these guys that could conceivably be playing for the South Bay Lakers at some point this season?
Yeah, I think all the guys on the roster, when they get a chance, good things happen, and tonight you saw that.
What did you know about Caruso before tonight's game as he kind of took things over in there?
Yeah, Caruso was an elite point guard last year in the G League for the Oklahoma City Thunder minor league team. And so we wanted to get him in here and see what he could do, and we saw what he did tonight.
Nwaba got a chance to play a lot last year, and eventually, obviously, called up to the big team, and here he is still playing well. How did his game develop, and how important is that for you to have the South Bay Lakers to develop players like that for the Lakers?
Oh, it's extremely important. That's why we have minor league teams to develop players. Just like Nwaba last year, he came in this offseason, worked on his game, worked on his shot, and I think it showed tonight.
Vander Blue, too, you've known for a number of years now, and he had a couple big shots down the stretch. How have you seen his game develop?
He was the G League MVP last year, Vander, so he's made a tremendous progress throughout his career, and I just see him continue to make that progress, and he played really well down the stretch here tonight.
How big can the new facility be for you guys, having all that access to everything just like that for the South Bay team?
Yeah, our minor league team will have access to the best NBA facility in the league, and so that's going to be a huge competitive advantage for us at the minor league and also at the NBA level.
With the new CBA, you guys have the two-way contracts now available to you. Is obviously if you want to have Caruso or someone that belongs to a G League team, you're gonna have to go to one of those. Did he just rise up the rankings and grew in consideration for that?
Yeah, for the two-way contracts, our goal is to evaluate all the guys on the summer league team and also through our training camp, and get the guys that are the best fit and the most talented players for that two-way.
So it's too early to decide.
We're currently evaluating that process, so we'll see.
You were involved in the draft room, obviously, when the Lakers were making their picks. How much did an eye towards the G League play into drafting a guy like Thomas Bryant?
Really the consideration in the draft room is only for NBA purposes. And so, however, what I will say is that we went from 2 draft picks to 4 draft picks, and that we currently have a lot of eligible assignment players for the G League. And so we're really excited to develop those players at the NBA level. And if there's an opportunity to assign some of the guys through the draft, not only this year but in the previous years as well, we'll make sure to do that.
Is it easier for you guys to have so many young players on the NBA roster, knowing the success of the South Bay Lakers in developing players and bringing them back to the NBA?
Yeah, I mean, look, the number one goal for the minor league team is to win championships and develop players for the Lakers. And so, we're going to do that, and we're going to focus on, youth, the guys that are athletic, the guys that can shoot and run the floor. And, tonight I think that, like I said earlier, when these guys get, chances from the G League, they really can play, and I hope everybody here saw that tonight.
What type of awareness do you kind of hope it brings to the G League, having these guys out here for Summer League?
Well, obviously, when you go against a guy like Buddy Hield making big NBA shots, on ESPN, the stakes couldn't be higher for these guys. They're fighting for NBA contracts right now. And so as much as I want to see them all be in the NBA, or overseas or in the G League, the goal for us is just to develop the best players possible and create an environment for them to, succeed.
What's the fan response been to the name change, South Bay Lakers?
The South Bay Lakers, overwhelmingly positive. Thank you for asking. We're really excited to bring the two brands closer together, and like Mike said earlier, at the UCLA training facility, everybody will be under one roof, and extremely excited for that as well.
Joe, you spend a lot of time with Jeannie about just the business of the Lakers and marketing and everything. What do you feel like the response has been to Lonzo and how that could help the team and just to impact things both on and off the court?
Well, Lonzo, had a really good game the other day. And so, obviously, the fans here really love him, and we really love him. Everybody under the Lakers family loves Lonzo and loves his game. That's why we drafted him. And so, we really see he has a bright future here at the NBA.
How important is it for you to have South Bay play similar style to the parent team when you're trying to develop players for the parent team?
I think it's extremely important, but sometimes you can't always match the personnel at the G League level, at the NBA level. And so sometimes you need the coach to have some sort of flexibility, but to answer your question, it's one of the top priorities.